Good morning, everyone. We're in British Columbia and we stumbled across this beautiful location.
Yeah, if we didn't have four-wheel drive, I don't think we would have attempted to come back here. So this morning I woke up and all I could hear is this beautiful river and silence. No cars, no trucks, like a truck stop, you know?
So last night we did a late night drive and we got in here probably about 9 o'clock after the sun had already set. It was getting dark, so we couldn't really see a whole lot. Had a nice campfire, and then we woke up to this morning, and I don't think we were expecting it.
No. I woke up and peeked out the window. I was like, oh my god, the water is blue. And threw on clothes and jumped out here because I couldn't wait to see it.
So far the Revel has been super impressive. We've been off grid for 2 days now, 3 days.
Yeah.
3 nights?
3 nights.
We've had no problem with power, no problem with water. It's been completely self-contained, which is really, really awesome.
I keep expecting to wake up and the batteries are low, or after I shower I think, oh, we're going to be low on water, and I'm being very conservative when it comes to water and electric because I don't really know what our limit is or what our threshold is, and we don't even need as much as we have, which is kind of blowing my mind. I think we've used a quarter of our battery power last night, and we had the furnace going all night, and woke up and made coffee this morning. The refrigerator's running off of it. I mean, everything's running off of it, and we've used a quarter. I think the solar power is helping a lot too. And on a day like today, can't beat that. There's pretty much nobody out here. This is a hidden gem. And since we're right outside of Banff, we talked about driving to Banff last night, but it was just, the road got a little bit hairy. It was dark, it was raining, you couldn't see the lines on the road very well. And Jim used iOverlander app, and this popped up as just like a little spot by a creek, but it was way better than our expectations. We found firewood, just scavenged for it, and there's a logging road up here that leads you to this. And there's 2 other people out here. One group they got dropped off here and they're hiking over to Jasper. And then we have another group out here. It's a couple with their baby, and they have a rented rig, and they're from Germany.
They rented it in Vancouver and are driving up through Jasper and Banff and then back to Vancouver.
Pretty awesome. So the plan today is to head into Banff and see what we can see. Jim was able to fly his drone this morning, and I think that will probably be the last time we'll be able to do some drone shots because I don't think you're allowed to in Banff.
We'll see.
We'll find out. This has become one of our special spots, I think. I've labeled it. This is right up there with one of the most beautiful places I've ever camped or spent time with him, and put this on my list, top 5 list of most beautiful places in the world.
This campground is a BLM land site, and it has a 14-day camping limit. I wish we could stay here for the full 14 days, but unfortunately we have timelines and we gotta get going.
Screw timelines. I don't ever want to go back to work. Some people are more
real than others.
Some people what?
Are more real than others.
Real? This is real. Going back to work, yeah, absolutely. Of course I miss work and the kids and all that, but I could do this for the rest of my life and be happy.
This would be nice for retirement.
Yeah. That's another thing. I'm thankful that we're doing this now before we're incapable of doing stuff like this.
Getting that experience in it.
I'll just say experience. Well, yeah, the experience. We're learning it while we're still fairly young. But doing it now before physically we're incapable is what my point is.
It's been an awesome drive so far. Going through the Glacier National Park last night was, as she said, kind of hairy. The temperatures were dropping. It was probably 30 degrees up through the pass. And then with the big trucks and everything driving by, it got really difficult to see. But, you know, one of the things that keeps amazing us is every day we learn something new about the Revel. And last night we learned that it had auto brights. Yeah. So the brights would flick on when a car, or when there were no cars, and then the brights would flick off when somehow it sensed a car was coming. We didn't have to push any buttons, so.
How does it know? You know, the windshield wipers too, as soon as it starts to rain, the windshield wipers go on by themselves, and then they turn off by themselves.
So it doesn't distract us at all driving.
These are the little things we didn't know about it when we purchased it.
And again, the only thing we can't run in the rig is AC, but we've had no need for AC whatsoever in this entire trip. So we're not missing out on anything. We've had the heat on the whole time. Last night it was in the 30s, so the heat was handy. We kept it at about 65 degrees and slept sound.
Slept like a baby. I woke up a little bit warm actually between the 2 blankets and snuggles over here. I was kind of hot, and I've been able to take a shower every day. There was one day I chose not to because I was just too lazy to do it, but the shower's perfect. The water runs for a long time. I'm still conservative. I still turn it off, wash my hair, rinse, turn it back on. You know, I still do that.
That's good.
Yeah, no problem with conserving water, but yesterday we were trying to flush our tank, so this is pretty funny. I didn't have any drinking water, was it the first night? And I was like, oh, Jim said, just get some water out of the sink, that's what we have it for. So I filled up my water bottle and I took a big chug of it, and I can still taste it when I think about it, but I think that there was still winterization fluid in there. Rookie mistake, right? Spit it out, and then I told him, I was like, here, you gotta taste this, and he actually tasted it. And so I spit it out, and so we decided just to flush our tank again. And to get rid of all the water wasn't, you know, it took time. We probably had a good 2 more weeks worth of water in there for us, and flushed it out, refilled it, good to go. He dumped the cassette toilet too, and I didn't even realize he had done it. How was that?
Super easy. I just pulled it out and dumped it.
Where did you dump it?
At the dump station.
Okay.
When we were refilling everything.
Pulled it out, dumped it at the dump station. I didn't watch him do that because that's, you know, going to be his job. So we've kind of gotten our routine. I do the inside, he does the outside, and it's working out pretty well.
I like doing the outside because it's really easy. Especially when we're in places like this. The only thing that I do on the inside is I put up all the blinds, all the shades.
Yeah.
And it completely blacks out the entire rig, and you can hardly tell that we're here.
Stealthy. The cassette toilet, we've decided that we're just going to pee there. Anything other than that, we're going to find other places to go because, I don't know. I told him that that's one of those personal things that I really don't think I want him dumping my dump. So we'll see how that goes along this trip. You know, there may become a time for desperation, but I don't know. I have this thing about that.
So, we're getting ready to head out to Banff. We'll talk to you then.
Before we leave, I decided to clean house a little bit, and it was so easy. We just bought this little broom and dustpan, and I have some microfiber rags, and wiped all the surfaces down, brushed it out. It took me a good maybe 3 minutes to clean my house. Felt good. The bed's put up, everything's put away, windows are closed. Gotta say goodbye to this beautiful spot. I have a feeling we're gonna find some more beautiful spots. And we couldn't ask for a more gorgeous day in Banff. We made it to Alberta, Canada. So we're officially headed to Banff and it is snowing. We woke up with bright sunshine this morning and started to increase in elevation, and it's a mixture of snow and hail. Beautiful drive, a little bit of construction along the way. I think we had to stop for about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so and wait for a flagger, but that's as much as we've hit so far. See sunshine up there. Leaving British Columbia and headed into Alberta. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. It's going to be hard to leave here, but we have a lot more to see and do as we work our way up to Alaska. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, and if you want to see more of our adventures in the Revel, go ahead and hit subscribe because we have a lot more in store for you. And if you want to get updates on our future videos, which we'll be posting every Wednesday and every Saturday, go ahead and hit that bell. That'll notify you when we post a new video.